Hey everyone, welcome back to AMTV. I'm Topher Morrison. Today's question, NBC to be George Zimmerman's golden parachute?
I have no words. I'm tearing up. How can you kill somebody and get off?
Actually, nothing.
It's a starved felony.
As much as the vandals in Oakland, California, thousands of miles away from Sanford, Florida, threw a tantrum after the George Zimmerman not guilty verdict over the weekend, spray painting walls and breaking windows, and in so doing validating AMTV and others' predictions that America would in one degree or another become embroiled in race riots, the question ultimately is, who is really to blame here? Is George Zimmerman a racist? Many think he is. His history of mentoring young black kids for years, as Reuters and others have exhaustively reported by now, wasn't America's first impression of George Zimmerman. Rather, it was race hustlers, the likes of Reverend Al Sharpton of MSNBC, Jesse Jackson, and the president of the National Association for the Advancement of Only Colored People, Benjamin Jealous, who flew down on March 22nd last year and wrongly colored the content of this narrative as one of racism perpetrated by violence, whatever that means. Then it was the media's job, as CNN alleged Zimmerman called Trayvon Martin a coon, a racial slur. That didn't happen. Then NBC on March 27th gave its version of events, a creative edit of the police call between Zimmerman and a 9/11 operator, which prejudiced a nation and clouded the courtroom that was, until this weekend, when an all-woman jury found him not guilty of murder and to the lesser degree of manslaughter. To remind everyone, here is how it went on the Today Show. This is the abridged transcript of Zimmerman's comments to a police dispatcher on the evening of February 26, 2012. According to Zimmerman, this guy looks like he's up to no good. He looks black. The full tape actually went like this. Zimmerman, this guy looks like he's up to no good. Or he's on drugs or something. It's raining, and he's just walking around, looking about. According to the dispatcher, okay, and this guy is he black, white, or Hispanic? Zimmerman, he looks black. Now the lawsuit against NBC can move forward, finally, after having been stayed until the conclusion of the criminal case. The Miami-based NBC producer was fired, and their potential story of racially fueled motivation never fully disclosed to the American public. Zimmerman, according to many, will live out his life looking over his shoulder as he fights a wrongful death civil case, avoiding embittered citizens in a potential, although unlikely, federal hate crimes case. Unlikely because the FBI's investigation found no evidence Zimmerman was a racist. The special agent on the case saw Zimmerman as having a bit of a hero complex, but he was not a racist, quote unquote. All of Zimmerman's efforts are to be undoubtedly costly. What is in doubt is whether or not NBC will ultimately be footing the bill, and whether or not other organs of the mainstream media will be held accountable as well. If they're not, at least in court, there are many of us in the alternative media who will. Capturing every quarter of the alternative media, watch AMTV News Monday through Friday. Got a tip or an interesting news clip? Shoot me an email at tophermorrison@amtvmedia.com. Follow me on Twitter at AMTV News and like me on Facebook at The Real Topher Morrison. Find my source material and more videos like these at AMTV Media and greenwave.com. Both are part of the AMTV network. This is AMTV News, the voice of independence.